Okay. All right. And then last but not least, on Friday, we've got a cumulative test. Now, how many attempts do you have for a cumulative test? That is correct. All right. Very good. Any questions on this week? Everybody's ready? Excited? Ready for that test?
Let me do something.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about next week, because next week's a crazy week.
That's how I feel like.
I will not be available at all. I'm going to be at the Mesa campus proctoring.
What the fuck?
I wasn't going to, but it looks like I'm going to be able to make it work. So I will be in Mesa.
That's how I feel right now. What if this?
Asking? It's so weird.
If this
I'll be in
mouse
Mesa
does
that week,
not
proctoring the test. So I won't have email. I won't have
really
my
hard
phone. I'll have nothing. So I will not be able to be a ton of support. I might be able to check my email at night. Yes,
that's
Nevaeh?
amazing. Da.
You know who's going to be at the Marana campus?
No, what happened?
Yes, let me look. Marana.
No, it says
I think a lot of different people.
It says
If I can find it. Where did it go? I was just looking at it this morning. There it is.
Because is it there's no profile here? What, really? I can make a profile himself.
Marana.
There you go.
So for you guys, you probably don't know any of the people that are going to be at Marana. Well, you know Mr. Hesprick. He'll be there. And Miss Humphreys.
Guys, it's Dream.
Maybe she runs a Facebook page.
Guys, it's
and Miss Mosley.
Dream, I'm your biggest fan.
So, yes, so I will be in Mesa.
Hi,
and Miss Bennon is going to be at Central, and Miss Colty is going to be at East Campus. So your middle, that's where all of our middle school teachers are going to be.
I don't need to change it.
All right.
What have I been doing? Making a D as a name.
Okay, so
let me make more R's.
let's talk about this. We're doing a famous mathematician research project.
There you
okay?
go. Makes
and
more R's right there.
I'm excited about this because I don't really get to do a lot of creative things with you guys, right? Because we're always just doing our lessons in Saxon. So I'm a little bit excited. You guys probably aren't, but hopefully when you're doing it, you might get into it.
Do more R's.
So you're going to start this project by creating a poster so you can actually make a poster.
It's going to go all the way up.
And take a picture of it and submit it. Or you can do a Google Doc, Google Slide, PowerPoint. I'm open to other options as well. You're going to pick one of these famous mathematicians. Now, if you have a sibling, okay,
look at your hair. Look at her hair.
Who do I have in here? Does any of you have siblings?
No one wants to see that. Let me just do this.
Any of them? I don't think any of you have.
No one wants to see your hair anymore. No one wants.
I don't think I have any siblings
Get
in
away
here.
With your hair. Blah, disgusting.
Those of you that have 6th grade students, I think they're with the other math teacher.
Sorry.
I was going to say if I have you and like a 6th grade sibling, you have to pick a different mathematician, but that won't be an issue for this group. So, you're going to pick one of these, and you have to include all of this on your poster, PowerPoint, Google Slide, whatever you choose to do. So it has to have all 9 of these. Now, this is worth 90 points. Okay, and then you're also going to get a 10 points on your spelling, grammar, and complete sentences. Now, if for number 6, it says 3 world events that occurred during their lifetime. If you tell me World War II,
I'm kidding.
You're not going to get full points for that because I want a complete sentence, a little bit more detail. Where were they during World War II? You know, just have it flow good. You know, don't just say a one word answer. So that's what I'm looking for. So this is worth 100 points. Okay, and so that's as much as a test grade. So think about that. Put it in perspective for your grade. Okay, so this is not an assignment that you're gonna want. This is all I'm giving you next week. That's it. So I should see the effort reflected on this project.
There you go.
Right? If you print a piece of paper and glue it onto a PowerPoint or glue it on a poster board or just do one slide.
Don't forget that was there.
Show me that it took you 4 or 5 days. I'm going to be I'm going to be rough on this. I'm a pretty nice grader, I like to believe.
Oh, shit.
And so I'm going to be rough on this, okay? So I'm giving you 4 to 5 days to complete this, okay? And I want to see that in the...
there you go.
I want to see that in your poster.
I said
okay. So this will be available on Monday for you to be able to click on, and you'll see all of this. Okay. So any questions
just looks
that I'm able to answer?
A random smiley face that's invisible with candy canes.
All right.
It's circle and it's circle.
I know we talked about it last week, but I'm going to remind you, the 12th through the 16th, Monday and Tuesday, you guys are going to be testing.
Thank you.
So you'll only have 3 days worth of work for me the following week. We will not have a live lesson. So I'm not going to see you guys for 2 weeks. Unless you're at the Mesa campus, then I'll see you.
Good. Okay. There you go.
All right, guys. Anything else?
There you go.
Isabel, go ahead.
I don't even know what I made.
You're not gonna have 4 hours either?
Nope, I'll have nothing. I'll be at the brick and mortar all day long.
Happy.
Okay.
If anyone has questions, I can help.
That's perfect, Nevaeh. Thank you. Yeah, definitely work together too. I mean, I'm open to group projects too. I just, like I said, I want to see that you guys are working together and all that good stuff. So I'm open to that as well. All right. Okay. So I want to review lesson 78, and we are going to go through the book, and then I have our exit ticket, which is going to be a Nearpod. So I don't like to
I just freaking
really prep for the AZ Merit too much, because you guys already know the information. If you've been following along in class and you're doing well in class, you're going to do fine on the AZ Merit. There is one thing I do want to touch base on. You guys are in Algebra 1, which is a 9th grade, traditionally a 9th grade math, right? So you're going to take the 8th grade AZ Merit. Okay, now there's a couple of concepts that are a big deal in 8th grade that I know are going to be on the AZ Merit. And you guys should have learned it last year, but we're going to do our exit ticket on it. It's called Pythagorean Theorem. So some of you probably know it.
Happy.
Okay, but we're going to do a little refresh.
Email. Guys, email message. Yes.
So it's kind of
this is
back
definitely
in our
an email.
memories, and because we haven't really used it so far in Algebra 1. Okay, so we're going to do a refresh on that, and we'll do that in Nearpod. So just kind of hang tight with me while we do lesson 78 in the textbook, and then we'll do some more interactive stuff towards the end.
Happy.
All right, everybody ready?
Happy.
Okay, remember, if I don't hear from you, you're not marked present. Okay. All right, what page should we be on right now if I'm looking for lesson 78?
I don't know how to make you happy.
Sutton?
You know what? Fuck you. Just put it on the bottom.
I'm sorry. Let's practice. Pages 510
you know what?
to 512.
You don't get any happy. They're blurred out.
Excellent. Thank you. We're starting on page 510.
Oh, man. Hold on. Let me fix you.
All right, the title of this lesson, Graphing Rational Functions. I am looking for someone to volunteer and read that first paragraph under new concepts where it starts with a rational function. Oliver, thank you.
A rational function is a function whose rule can be given as a rational expression.
There you go, profile.
This means that a rational function has a variable in the denominator. Rational functions, like rational expressions, are undefined when the denominator is equal to 0. A value of a variable for...
No, you're good. Thank you. Perfect. I want to dissect that paragraph a little bit. We've worked with rational expressions before, and it listed it out there. What does the denominator have to have in order for it to be considered a rational expression?
A variable.
Yes, a variable. Correct. Okay, so keep that in mind. Do we remember doing rational expressions? Might have been a little bit of a weak spot for some of us, but understanding that a rational expression, it has to have a variable in the denominator.
More happy now.
Okay. Now, we talked about, and we had it on our homework for yesterday's lesson. So for those of you who don't remember, now, when the book says rational functions like rational expressions are undefined when the denominator is equal to 0. Do you guys remember when we were setting our denominator to 0? Thumbs up, hands up, nodding heads. Yes, you guys remember all of this? Okay, good. All right, thank you. Those were 2 things I wanted to address. Can I get another volunteer for that second paragraph where it starts a value of a variable?
There you go. I had to take a picture. There you go. That was amazing. Perfect.
Thank you, Adam.
Let me see the captions. All happy. Show me your captions. Yes.
If you're reading, I think your mic is...
Two
dots. There it
goes. Guys, can we...
Hello?
2 dots, guys.
Now we can hear you.
Guys, no captions. Fuck.
All
Whatever.
right.
No.
Second paragraph.
I messed up.
Where is it?
No.
On page 510, and it starts with a value of a variable.
Hold on, let me make the whip big. No captions. Broke the captions down. No captions.
Sorry.
Nobody
That's okay.
needs captions.
So.
Turn off captions? Nah, you don't need captions anymore.
Nice haircut. Rational function.
I forgot totally about you.
Okay, so right under that, where it says a value of a variable for which an expression.
Okay. A value of a variable for which an expression or function is undefined is called an excluded value. For function y equals 7 over x plus 2,
goddamn best
comma minus 2 is an excluded value. This is because when x equals negative 2, the function is undefined.
Excellent, thank you. So this paragraph just goes into more detail about the process of finding that excluded value. So what they're saying is a rational expression and a function. We're doing the same thing, okay? So we are setting that denominator to 0 and solving it. So that's exactly what they did. They did x plus 2 equals 0. We minus 2 from both sides gives us x equals negative 2. The function is undefined at negative 2.
Dude.
Okay. Thank you, Adam. Perfect. So let's take a look at example 1.
Dude, it is so cool.
It says determining excluded values. Find the excluded values. What do I need to do to find the excluded value on this?
I like how
Caden?
it has the ahs in there.
And if you find what would subtract from 12 to make it 0, and what would multiply by 3 to do that?
Okay, so we're setting it to 0.